in Groves' case, already having been sentenced to life in prison, he has nothing to lose.
From his point of view, he might be playing the smarter hand, which is disappearing, hiding low, and trying to escape detection.
A law enforcement source says there's no indication that the men are out of state. Most recently, law enforcement followed up on 2 separate tips in connection with locating Groves. He was tracked to a Violet address and an area in Bastrop, Louisiana.
Travers and Sella, the U.S. Marshal's Office says Darriana Burton, the girlfriend of Derrick Groves, was taken into custody outside of a home in New Orleans on St. Peter's Street today around noon. Burton is accused of assisting inmate Derrick Groves, who escaped from the Orleans Justice.
All right, what's up with the YouTube fam? I'm back again with another video right now. Listen, this is another update on the 10 inmates that broke out of the New Orleans jail. Now listen, y'all already know that 8 of the inmates are back in custody, but they're still looking for the same 2 that they've been looking for the longest: Derrick Groves and Antoine Massey. Now, for those who don't know, Antoine Massey did come back to the internet again the other day, making an Instagram post just basically saying that he's innocent and, you know, showing that he was still free or whatever the case may be. I didn't come at y'all with that because I had just dropped a video about him, and I didn't want to come back with a video back to back to back. There's so much other stuff to talk about, and that's what we're going to do. But I will be bringing y'all updates like I said I would, because that's what y'all wanted me to do. And after that, today, Derrick Groves' girlfriend was arrested. His alleged girlfriend. Her name is Darriana Burton, if I'm not mistaken. But they're saying that she was talking to him about breaking out of the jail, and she helped him after the fact. And she was also a former correctional officer, if I'm not mistaken. Just a whole bunch of BS surrounding this whole situation, man. And they were just praising how Derrick Groves has been out of sight for the past 22 days, if I ain't mistaken. And now look what they did. So it's like whenever you try to praise somebody, they show you how slick they ain't really being out here. You feel me? But ultimately, you know, she's in jail right now, and ain't no telling what she gonna tell them, because I'm pretty sure, you know, when people get in these compromising positions, they gonna tell everything. But ultimately, you know, I'm not finna have no sympathy for nobody out there. Everybody knowing what the hell they doing before they get into it, and it's all on you at the end of the day. You can deny helping someone, or you can help them. It's on you. You feel me? But they just basically stated that they will be making more arrests in this case. So, you know, a lot of people finna go down, and they gonna narrow it down to find out where the hell these people at, because they want them for sure, because they gonna try to make an example out of them. But yeah, man, there's more details that I did leave out. We're gonna go ahead and watch the rest of the details inside of this video. But it starts with them showing him some love, basically saying that he's been out of sight and out of mind. And then right after that, they got right into her, you know what I'm saying, getting arrested. I got like a little timeline going on. If you've been rocking with my channel, you know how I move. But yeah, man, if you're a supporter of the channel and want to take a chance at getting you some more tickets to enter the sweepstakes, all you got to do is go down there, click that link, and get y'all some tickets the way that y'all want to, because I got a good ticket sale going on. You can get double, triple, or even quadruple the amount of tickets that you would normally get on a regular day. So, you know, if you want to jump in on it, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I got a 2025 GMC Terrain that I'm giving away August the 2nd at 8:30 p.m. And I will probably do another sale on Father's Day for like one day too. So if y'all want to take a chance, then y'all can do that too. But right now I got a 2-day sale going on, and it's a great opportunity for you to go down there and get you some. The car is paid off. I got the title in hand, and when you get this car, it's yours right out, no strings attached. And yeah, man, I want to tell y'all that I appreciate y'all for being here. I hope that everything is okay with you and your family, and I'm wishing y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of y'all's life. When I say that, I'm only talking to those who say it back to me in return, and to those who reciprocate the same energy back to me as well, but just not typing it out for whatever the reason may be. Y'all go down there, add my Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, second and third YouTube channel. I'll let it if y'all want to add those. If you don't want to, I ain't doing no tripping. And also, the sweepstakes link is down there too as well. But let's get into the video.
3 weeks into the largest jailbreak in Orleans Justice Center history, a law enforcement source tells Fox 8 there's no indication the 2 remaining men on the run, Antoine Massey and Derrick Groves, are out of the state.
And as Gabby Killett reports, it's been weeks since the police have seen Derrick Groves.
Derrick Groves, last seen by police on these videos, walking downtown in the aftermath of his May 16th escape from the Orleans Justice Center. Pictured here with Lenton Van Buren, who has since been returned to custody, and Antoine Massey, who is still on the run. A law enforcement source tells Fox 8 that the last time they saw Massey and Groves on surveillance footage, they were together. But Groves hasn't been seen on video since that early morning of the mass escape. Loyola University New Orleans professor of criminology and former NOPD chief Ronald Serpaz says in Groves' case, already having been sentenced to life in prison, he has nothing to lose.
From his point of view, he might be playing the smarter hand, which is disappearing hiding low and trying to escape detection.
A law enforcement source says there's no indication that the men are out of state. Most recently, law enforcement followed up on 2 separate tips in connection with locating Groves. He was tracked to a Violet address and an area in Bastrop, Louisiana, but ultimately wasn't found there. Massey was last linked to this Fairgrounds area home in the 1700 block of Agriculture Street, from where a law enforcement source tells Fox 8 he recorded and posted a video arguing his innocence to Instagram. Massey specifically said he never committed the domestic abuse battery he was incarcerated for at the time of the escape.
She found out that, well, she thought that I was dating another woman, so she had a fight with some girls and told the police in St. Tammany that she thought she saw me in the car.
Louisiana State Police Colonel Robert Hodges says local, state, and federal partners are working tirelessly to capture the 2 men. In response to Massey's video, he says everyone has a right to their day in court.
You can't do it when you leave from being incarcerated and then now you're escaped.
Serpaz says it's likely the men will run out of support as the days march on, specifically considering the seriousness of Groves' convictions as a 4-time killer.
They will run out of resources. They will run out of sympathetic people who are trying to help them escape what they think is their injustice. He's a convicted murderer. He has no injustice.
And anyone with information about the whereabouts of Massey or Groves is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 504-822-1111. The reward is up to $50,000 paid to any tipster who can lead authorities to an arrest.
As the search for that Tenpo inmate develops, we are nearing the 3-week mark now since 10 inmates broke out of the Orleans jail. 2 are still on the run.
One of them, Antoine Massey, has since been seen on social media in a viral post in a home that has since been raided. Officials were able to locate some of his clothing that they believe he wore during the filming of that video. But as for Derrick Groves, that is a different story. He appears to have vanished. WDH reporter Shay O'Connor joins us live from the Orleans Parish Justice Center with the very latest on the manhunt.
Good evening to you, Travers and Sully. Law enforcement officials tell me that Derrick Groves is a convicted killer, which is likely why he probably feels he has nothing to lose at this point.
When you watch the video of him walking down Baronne Street with Mr. Massey, you see that he has a very particular gait.
May 16th around 2 a.m. Officials say Derrick Groves and 2 other escapees are seen here walking in downtown New Orleans. Law enforcement says it's the last confirmed time Groves was spotted, nearly 3 weeks later. And officials say Groves could be disguising himself in plain sight.
His face is definitely out there. So perhaps he has grown some facial hair, perhaps he has changed the color of his hair. But the one thing he can't change is the fact that he's a very tall individual.
Since the escape, videos of Antoine Massey have surfaced on social media, leading to a house raid in the 7th Ward. Officials didn't find Massey, but they did find a trace. But Groves, a convicted killer, has largely remained in the shadows.
He has nothing to lose. He's been convicted by a jury unanimously of murder. He's looking at the rest of his life in Angola.
Officials say social media played a huge role in getting Groves convicted in October for the shooting deaths of 2 people on Mardi Gras in 2018. So it's likely you won't see him there. They also say it's likely that people are helping both of the escapees at this point.
He's not a community guy, so why not turn him in? It is a disservice to himself as well as the community.
In the end, I think both of these men are going to run out of support. They're going to run out of friendship networks. They're going to run out of food and clothing.
But officials say Groves may still be here in Louisiana.
So I would say to everyone, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for a very tall individual that has the walk and the stance of Mr. Groves.
Now, none of them is out there walking the same, talking the same, doing the same shit. They probably walking like soldiers, ROTC and shit, trying to make sure that they don't get caught. But ultimately, they will get caught. It ain't too much that you can do because there's so many people out there that want their money. Now, if you want to kill somebody, throw a little prize out there, cash prize, they definitely gonna turn your ass in. But y'all better be careful trying to turn folks in and shit, because they don't even be giving people the money most of the times, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that they won't, and everything I say in these videos pertaining to these people is all allegedly, but I want to say, people be turning people in and don't be getting a damn dime after it. So yeah, be careful, but let's get back into it though. Now this is gonna be the update that happened today. Let's go.
In fact, I'm told that Groves was actually awaiting sentencing here at OJC after being convicted last October. Officials tell me had he been sentenced earlier, he likely wouldn't have been here, meaning that he would probably not have escaped. I'm reporting live from OJC. Shay O'Connor, WDSU News.
The girlfriend of one of the Orleans Parish escapees is now facing charges.
U.S. Marshals arresting Darriana Burton today for conspiracy to commit simple escape, which is a felony. And as WDSU reporter Jasmine Franklin explains, this marks the first accomplice arrested for allegedly assisting convicted killer Derrick Groves.
Travers and Sella, the U.S. Marshal's Office says Darriana Burton, the girlfriend of Derrick Groves, was taken into custody outside of a home in New Orleans on St. Peter's Street today around noon. Burton is accused of assisting inmate Derrick Groves, who escaped from the Orleans Justice Center nearly 1 month ago. Arrest documents allege Burton talked to Groves about his plans and involved another man on their conversations. All these conversations unfolded using an internet messaging and video system inside the jail, according to court documents. Burton is facing a charge of conspiracy to commit simple escape, which is a felony. Derrick Groves is one of 2 inmates still on the run, along with Antoine Massey. The U.S. Marshal's Office says more accomplice arrests are possible.
And other agencies are uncovering information leading to arrest of associates of both of them and other people for aiding an escape or for conspiracy to commit escape. And unfortunately, this may continue as we uncover more information on people that may or may not have been involved in aiding either Mr. Massey or Mr. Groves.
And Burton is a former Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office employee. Her bond has not been set yet, but we do know she is being held in custody at a Plaquemines Parish jail. Reporting in New Orleans, Jasmine Franklin, WDSU News.
Marshals arrest a former Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office recruit they say helped at least one New Orleans jail escapee.
Gabby Tillett is here with the very latest for us.
Marshals say that Darriana Burton is the girlfriend of Orleans Parish jail escapee Derrick Groves. Now, investigators say she helped Groves after the jailbreak, and she's booked for conspiracy to commit simple escape. Court records also show a woman claims she video called Burton on the day of the escape and saw her in a car with escapee Lenton Van Buren. Now, the woman says Burton eventually dropped Van Buren off at a home on Peltier Drive in New Orleans East. Burton was arrested in a different case in February 2023 when she worked at the jail. Officials say she brought a knife and a Cheetos bag full of tobacco and synthetic marijuana into the facility. The sheriff's office fired her about a year ago.
We're alleging that she aided in the escape, so that's the impetus of it. It's a criminal act in and of itself. It's a felony. If it helps him to locate him, that would be great. We don't know that that's going to happen.
And marshals say they arrested Burton this morning on St. Peter's Street in New Orleans. This is the first arrest related to the jailbreak in more than 2 weeks. The last 2 remaining fugitives are her alleged boyfriend and 4-time convicted killer, Derrick Groves, and Antoine Massey. Now, there's a $50,000 reward for information leading to either of their arrests.
Now, this is another inmate's father speaking. I'm gonna let y'all hear him hollering at y'all about everything, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later on another video. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk about everything in the comment section. All right.
No, not in a situation where I'm still fighting charges.
A father was shocked to hear his son, DeKeenan Dennis, escaped from the Orleans Parish Jail, but says that he's glad he was caught quickly and safely. Good evening once again. I'm John Snell.
And I'm Meg Gatto. As Andres Fuentes reports, that father now pleads for his relative Derrick Groves to turn himself in.
Before state troopers flew 24-year-old Keenan Dennis by helicopter to Angola, they let his father, Kimmy Jacob, speak to him face-to-face at their city headquarters.
I asked him, I said, well, son, did anybody coerce you? You know what happened? He was like, no, Dad, I see an opportunity, and I took it. Did nobody buck me up to leave or nothing like that?
Investigators found Dennis in New Orleans East, the same day he and 9 other inmates escaped the New Orleans jail. Jacob says he was shocked when he heard the news of the escape, especially since Dennis had only been at the jail for 2 months after he was booked with illegal weapons counts, kidnapping, armed robbery, and more.
I don't see no reason why he'll have to escape out of a prison.
Jacob thinks the primary reason for his son's jailbreak was due to conditions at the facility and his criminal past, when he carjacked a pizza delivery driver in Chalmette as a teen and served 5 years behind bars.
He take Ritalin, he take all kind of things for depression, ADHD. My son been suffering with that since he been incarcerated since the age of 16.
Jacob says he's glad that his son was captured by police without any fuss, and he pleads that his second cousin, Derrick Groves, does the same. Groves is a convicted 4-time killer who is one of the inmates still on the run 3 weeks after the jailbreak.
But if you keep running, that's gonna make the situation worse. Come in with the right people, your family, who you trust, get your lawyers.
Jacob also tells me that he hasn't been able to speak with his son directly since he was flown to Angola. He worries if his son is getting the proper medical treatment while he's behind bars. Meg?